there's very little way that you're really going to be able to cut your way out of a $13 billion budget deficit. And anybody that tells you that that's the way we can do this is just not squaring away with you. It's not telling you the truth. So, what has to be the case? What do we have to do? Well, we need revenue modernization. Last year I voted on a bill, House Bill 174, which provided this type of modernization. We moved away from our over-reliance on the property tax, which I have always advocated as a means of funding education, to the income tax. All right, it called for a 2% increase in the income tax, which would have brought in over $6 billion of revenue and gotten us a significant portion of the way in tackling this $13 billion deficit. Half of that was dedicated to education. It was locked in. It will go to education. Also, too, like I say, it called for property tax relief. That's why I voted for it, so that we would provide tax relief to the people who need it most, namely middle income and lower income households. It doubled the tax credit, property tax credit against your income from 5% to 10%. Provided over $600 million in tax relief for the people of the state of Illinois. And so it was a tax relief bill in large regard. Additionally, it provided a little progressivity to our income tax here in the state of Illinois, allowed for an earned income tax credit that went from $1,000 to $3,000, which I thought was significant. That's a tripling of the earned income tax credit. It also provided for an education expense tax credit, doubling that from $500 to $1,000 for anybody that's sending a kid to school, anywhere. And that was something that I thought was in the best interest of working families here in the district. And I'm going to continue to try to push those buttons down in Springfield even after November and suffer through this so that I can help us get to that point where we're going to be providing the funding in guaranteed fashion, locked in by legislation, where this increase, $2.5 billion estimated in the first year after this bill would pass. $28 million of those billions of dollars would come right here to School District U46. Another 10 million would be actually 11 million would be going to School District 300. That's significant. Senate Bill 2499 is going to change the geographic location from a technical standpoint for School District U46 from a Kane County district to a Cook County district, and will help bring between $10 and $13 million to the district. They say they're about $42 million in the hole, more or less. Well, as I do the math here, 28 plus 13, I'm not a teacher, but I've been okay with math. That's, they're there, $42 million. So, and I suggest there's no easy button, but I do say that House Bill 174 will go a long way to helping us bridge this gap. Never has been a time in our nation's history, I believe, that where after having gone through very difficult times like this, very dark days, very difficult days with respect to our economy, that we've not been able to pull ourselves out of this, and that after which we have not been stronger and more prosperous. And I believe that those days are ahead.